Hello and welcome. Today we are going to look at the monthly horoscope of a Taurus. There is strong planetary influence in your solar 10th house this month, dear Taurus. These influences emphasize 10th house areas, such as your larger life plans, responsibilities, performance, career and career goals, public life, direction, status, reputation, and achievements. While these things aren't always running smoothly, you have the power to make brilliant changes and improvements. As the month advances, get ready to network. You begin to crave more pressure-free environments. Until then, there's a significant focus on your ambitions and goals. You're taking charge. February is strong for exploring new approaches in your career. The new moon on the 11th brings fresh energy for career and reputation matters, although it's better to take new endeavors slowly with Mercury retrograde in the same sector until the 20th. In fact, this is a period for looking at what worked for you in the past and making useful edits and refinements. Improvements are in the pipeline. Apparent backtracking can lead to significant refinements and the strengthening of areas that were once on shaky ground. Perhaps you didn't even know about the flaws, and now you're taking care of them. You could be mulling over some major decisions about where you're headed. Past projects or goals may deserve a second look. There are treasures to be found in the past, but you'll likely need to approach them in new ways to get them off the ground the second time around. It makes sense to take a little extra care when communicating with the public, superiors, associates, friends, and co-workers during this retrograde period, until the 20th. Strive to be as straightforward as possible to minimize misunderstandings. You might also be waiting for information before you can move ahead. Venus at the top of your solar chart until the 25th certainly helps smooth things over. Others see you as helpful, charming, attractive, and kind on a professional or public level. It's a time for catching some breaks if needed. While the attention to your life path and responsibilities to the outside world is important, Mars remains in your sign for all of February, stirring you to action. Courage strengthens. It's a time for expressing yourself with confidence and vigor. You can be a little more assertive than usual, often in productive ways. Having a plan always makes you feel good, and one is likely to form this month, or a recently devised plan comes into stronger focus. Your powers to lead, influence, and support others are stronger than usual, and your stamina stands out. However, Mars often clashes with planets in your career sector in February, generating some tension. Excess energy can quickly lead to aggravation if you can't find a good outlet for it. Impatience can trip you up. It's easier to bruise your ego than usual, and you can sometimes have a harder time overlooking small frustrations. Conflicts with those in authority can occur now, or you may feel overwhelmed with responsibilities and personal goals, finding little time in the day to get everything done. It makes sense to avoid overstating your case or speaking too soon or too quickly on a matter. Impatience with getting our needs met can lead to all sorts of minor tensions. Approaching life direction and long-term goals in new ways can be fruitful now, perhaps leading to significant new ideas. You're doing a lot of work on yourself and your relationship with your inner world. This reflects positively in your ability to manage your responsibilities and thrive or succeed in the outside world. For some, becoming your own boss can be in focus. The new moon on the 11th is spectacular in its concentration of planets in one sign, and it occurs when your ruler, Venus, aligns with lucky Jupiter. These influences encourage long-term vision and expand feelings and pleasures related to your career or reputation. While this can lead to some excess, if expectations are kept moderate, it's a fine time to connect and cooperate. You can be more confident in your path or happier about where you're headed. Doors might open up on professional or public levels. Interruptions or delays to plans are possible, but you're making things work for you. You're radiating just the right amount of confidence. A Saturn-Uranus square is one of the longer-term trends that color the whole year, and it begins this month. Your personal needs for more freedom, spontaneity, and independence are clear, but you're also quite driven to forge a stable path. It can be challenging to integrate these two powerful drives. When you try to express your originality or individuality, you could feel a bit off-center and ungrounded due to a simultaneous and strong pull to get yourself secure through career or ambitions. Occasional clashes with authority are possible. This is a time to free yourself from certain old habits but also to establish new and healthy habits or routines. The Sun heads into your solar 11th house on the 18th, and Venus does the same on the 25th, presenting a slight shift of energy toward happiness goals, friendships, or networking. Love requires emotional space and acceptance, and some of you could find love through or with friends and groups. Mercury ends its retrograde on the 20th, and the information you've been waiting for can arrive. You're in good shape for personal advancement, publishing, self-publishing, educational endeavors, and reaching out to a larger or foreign audience around the 23 to 24. It's a good time to further your education or get a certification, and for using the accreditation you already have to your advantage. Your powers to influence, lead, and persuade are strong. A romantic revelation is possible around the full moon on the 27th. It can open your heart to buried feelings and your eyes to situations that need your attention. A social matter or project can reach a turning point now, or there can be an epiphany or breakthrough that motivates you to make changes. A love relationship or a project close to your heart can be in sharp focus, demanding your full attention.